So today, on maintaining your Toyota, what we're going to be doing is a valve cover gasket. So we've already gone ahead and unplugged the spark plugs. Now the secret to this, they're all different lengths. So when you unplug them, they can only go back one way. So longest goes to the longest hole. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 we disconnected because it was in the way. But
yeah, I couldn't pull it out of the hole.
So basically, on your normal cars, there's all these little 10 mil bolts that will be all the way around it. Not on Toyotas. Toyotas are a different kind of breed of animal. They just have these big bolts. Now, I'll find out the proper size for it. Steven, do you know the size for it?
I think they might be 1 inch, or 1.25
They
inches.
look like 1.25 inches. So the size to get those bolts out is 1.25 inches. And you just take out these 4 and then apply pressure and the valve cover will come off. Super easy to do, and it will take us less than 5 minutes. So we're going to pop these off and then show you what it looks like. You having a hard time there, Steven?
When I had this off before, I screwed the hose clamp.
Oh. Yeah, a little bit of oil getting through the gasket over there. Steven!
What?
Do better oil changes.
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
There's no sludge. There's actually no sludge. It's just brown. Eh?
God, I love Toyota Motors. Alright, so we have the valve cover gasket off. We did have to loosen this bolt on the hook and turn it so that it would give us a little bit of clearance. But this is a very easy job that anybody can do in their driveway. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be replacing this gasket that goes all the way around. Like this. How much did this part cost on Rock Auto, Steven?
The gasket?
Yes.
I got the premium kit.
Yep.
It came with the seals for the
top hats here?
Yeah, for the spark plug holes.
Yep.
It was $11 Canadian plus shipping Canadian, so I think all in it was like $18 Canadian. So for you guys in the States, it'd be like 14.
Probably even cheaper because I think the US has free shipping in Rock Auto.
It's nasty cheap.
Yeah, it's nasty cheap. So if you guys have a leaking valve cover gasket, don't be afraid to fix it. It's cheap, it's easy, you can do it in your driveway in about 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's not bad.
And you don't even have to worry about losing little 10 mil bolts because you don't have to undo any.
Yeah, it's 4. Like
4 1.25 inch bolts plus
that's the seal.
That's the seal, yeah. The bolts are there, the nuts are there too. Super easy, you don't even have to put high torque on them. So, we're going to give this a good cleaning with some Varsol, and we're going to take out that seal, make sure, I felt a little bit of like dirt right there. I don't know, that's from us trying to take
honestly,
it out.
I think because I've done it once before. If jobs worth doing, do it right, please, because I've already done it, and I didn't do it right, and I rushed it, and it started leaking like a son of a bitch.
So now we're doing it again.
So do it right.
Do it right the first time, but when parts are this cheap, you can do it 4 times.
Yeah, it's just, don't really want to waste my Sunday doing this every Sunday.
So, let's get this cleaned up. We'll get the new gasket in there and put back in. While we're doing the valve cover gasket, we're going to change out all the spark plugs. We pulled one.
It's not so happy.
Not so happy.
It had this like zinc buildup. I think it's because I had diesel oil on this at one point. So there's lots of zinc in diesel oil, so I'm thinking that's what that is.
Oh. Well, we're going to change out the rest of them. We're going to put new ones in. I was thinking about using the impact, but I'm just going to use the socket.
You fucking better not.
So we're going to pull all 4 spark plugs, put new ones in. It's a little bit easier right now, just because you can get in there a little bit better. But yeah, we're just getting this thing cleaned off, everything like that. We're going to put all new parts into her. Did I scare you there, Steven? This one's a lot nicer to come out.
Pretty well clean there. Give her one more spritz when we're done with the spark plugs.
Even that one's got a little bit of zinc and shit on it. But look at the tops of them. I don't like how oxidized they are.
I'm pretty sure it's zinc. Should we get the boroscope and see the cylinders?
Sure. Doesn't bother me.
That'd be interesting.
Okay. This one here's got no electrode on it. No electrode.
So what you're saying is I'm going to get a little bit better fuel economy.
Probably a lot better.
Nice. That's interesting. Good thing I bought them, fuck.
Yeah. Might have to put those ones from the Cialis into it.
Yeah.
Oh, bud. So not only has he been complaining about the oil leak, he's also been complaining about bad fuel economy, and I think we found the culprit. Check out that spark plug. There's no electrode left. See how that one's got an electrode? This one does not. Neither does that one.
I was gonna say the car felt pretty gutless.
And they got like a weird kind of oxidization on them as well. So these spark plugs are going in the trash. We're gonna put new ones in. So this is the best part of doing anything to a car. When you buy parts from Rock Auto, they send you fridge magnets. And I've got probably 40 of them now. Which one came in this one, Steven? Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a nice truck. That's
Is that
like
a Chevy truck?
That's definitely a Ford.
Oh.
And that looks like a 62 to 63 short box regular cab. You can tell that. Doesn't say the year on it, but 64 was unibody. This is definitely four-wheel drive. It's going on the fridge. But what do we have in here? We have some press-in bushings for the control arms. We got some spark plugs. Bosch Super Plus. This car is going to love us.
Those are the cheapest. $1!
$1 spark plugs. You can't go wrong. We got our new valve cover gasket plus our little spark plug bushings. So this is the first thing that we're going to put in, and then we'll dive deeper a little bit into this box. We're just doing one final cleanup, and we're going to install the valve cover gasket and the bushings for the spark plugs. But performance black. Nothing says this Camry's here to party like a black top hat. So we're just doing one final cleanup. We'll get this installed and hope.
When I ripped down Golf by the Manor with like 3 hookers in it.
Ah! The hook and Camry. Valve cover gasket went on like butter. Any tricks, Steven?
Start at one spot and go around and feed it on. I don't know.
No tricks then.
Yeah.
So we're gonna quickly throw this back on. We're gonna put the 4 new seals in, and we're gonna reinstall it, and we're gonna go to 17-ish foot-pounds. We might go a little more.
It's like one ugga-dugga.
One ugga-dugga. Kajugga. And a little bit of wrist torque. We'll get this back on there, and hopefully there is no more oil leaking from the valve cover. Do you want to take your finger and put oil all the way around the gasket?
Maybe. That's a good idea.
That's a good idea.
I wouldn't have done it.
It's probably why it leaked last time. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a little bit of motor oil, and we're going to go all the way around the gasket to make sure it's got a good seal, and she's ready to party.